On today's ChurchTechCast.com Screencast show, a follow-up to my wish list for ProPresenter 6. Hi, and welcome again to the ChurchTechCast.com Screencast show. This is the show where normally we talk all about using software in the church. More specifically, I do screencasts about that. My name is Paul Allen Clifford, and I'm your host. I'd love for you to join in the conversation, ask your questions, leave your comments, etc. So just do that under the video, and that's perfectly acceptable. So, a few months ago, actually back in October, I've got it up here, let me give you the exact date. October 14th, 2014, I published a video that had my list of features I'd like to see in ProPresenter 6. Well, now the ProPresenter 6 beta is out, I thought it would be fun to go see how badly I guessed. And it turns out I guessed pretty badly. So without further ado, let's talk about what I asked for, or what I hoped someone would pay attention to, and what we got in return. So the first thing that I asked for is I really wanted streaming support. I wanted the ability to send ProPresenter directly to an encoder or have a built-in encoder and send that to a live system. Yeah, that's not there. Nope, totally got that one wrong. Now, on the bright side, instead of live streaming, we got recording support. So this actually might be better for post-produced videos. So if you have an iMag feed and you have a separate screen that does the computer stuff and you want to marry those two, much easier now because you can record the output of ProPresenter and then just bring that into your editor and cut in between the two. So it's actually, for some people, better. Still, I do live streaming a lot, so it's the case that it's not necessarily better for me, and I'm sure it's something that's at least on a whiteboard somewhere. Okay, next, switcher support. Now, I like Wirecast, but I really love ProPresenter. So I was hoping that I could replace Wirecast, hence the previous question for streaming support, with ProPresenter. Well, we didn't get switcher support. At least, well, I haven't fully tried it out yet, so it could be that they've improved some things that would make it possible. But with that said, there are three features that I think in some ways are better. First off, Telestrator. If you want to draw on videos, if you want to highlight things, use what looks like a laser pointer, draw a circle, etc., Telestrator is for you. Secondly, slide element transitions. Quite frankly, I think this is probably the biggest feature in ProPresenter 6. The ability to have different items transition on a single slide. Now, what they envision this for is like your announcement loop, to create more dynamic presentations. But I think actually it might be even better for some other stuff, and we'll explore that in the coming weeks and months. Next, scrolling text. Again, something that's really easy to do with ProPresenter 6 that I could hack my way into in Pro 5. But I think that that's going to be useful for a lot of churches that want to have a constant news ticker kind of feel on their slides or during their announcement loop or what have you. They have the ability to do it now. I also asked for standalone app support. So the ability to create a very simple presentation with the iOS app and send that to a Chromecast or an Apple TV. Doesn't look like we're going to get that, but I don't know yet because the new app is not out yet. They're still working on it. So we'll see what's there. What I've heard now this may or may not be the final shipping thing, is they're going to have Telestrator support. So your pastor can actually mark up the slides with an iPad or an iPhone that are up on the screen, which is kind of a fun idea. So we'll see exactly what develops of that. I asked for CSV support, so the ability to import a spreadsheet as a comma-separated value document and have that come in lieu of Planning Center Online. They went the opposite direction and had Planning Center Online integration more fully fleshed out. Now, I haven't gotten as much of a chance to play with this, so it could be that I don't see any advantage to it, or it could be that it's wonderful and I think, okay, that's worth paying for the subscription to PCO if you're a church that does kind of a highly produced service, as opposed to we do the same thing week in and week out. We just switch out the hymns and the title of the message. So that's something that I would, I'll withhold judgment on. Generally speaking, I love everything that Renewed Vision does, so I think that I'll probably like it, but it remains to be seen. I'm a little bit of a fanboy, just a little bit. Okay, finally, I wanted Facebook, Google+, and Instagram support. Now that I think about it, Facebook and Google+, I think they made the right call in only going with Instagram, because Instagram is so visual. And maybe I could imagine Vines being okay in ProPresenter 5, but I think that Twitter and Instagram are really the right choices. So if they had to pick one of those three that I suggested, they absolutely went spot on with Instagram support. So how about you? Do you have things that you'd like to see in ProPresenter 6? Maybe I haven't mentioned them, but maybe they're there. Or maybe these are some future requests for ProPresenter 7, which who knows when that'll be out, since 6 isn't actually out quite yet. But we'll see. So if you have those questions, leave them in the comments below. Drop me a line, paul@trinitydigitalmedia.com, and we can include it in a future video. If you like this content, by the way, don't hesitate to subscribe to my free email newsletter. Head on over to trinitydigitalmedia.com/gifts, GIFTS. There you can find a few free ProPresenter resources, as well as some other resources if ProPresenter isn't your thing, or if you feel like you don't need any help with it. Either way, do that and you can get a free copy of my weekly newsletter as well. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com.